welcome to my channel. This is the first episode of Weekly News with Toddie1Skip.
I just want to talk about some stuff that's going on this week and how ridiculous everything seems to appear and be. So right now, Russell Brand is undergoing some scrutiny, to say the very least, about these serious allegations that have to do with the R word, and I don't mean rotor. So, yeah, and the worst part about it is that he's been demonetized and he's being penalized without, as of right now, any kind of charges being pressed against him. There has only been allegations against him. So this is not good. We can't behave like this. Other countries can't behave like this, not in what you want to call the free world. You're not supposed to profit off your crimes, but right now he's not even a criminal. It's a bunch of talk, which could very well be true. We already know that he's been very immoral in the past, and he's said that. And then you got to stop and think, has he changed? Should he be penalized? Well, if there's a crime, then he should be penalized. I don't know about the statute of limitations in the UK, and I don't know that people can change like that. He's had a long history of abuse in many ways, and only in the past, I guess, 10 years has he appeared to change his life and turn his life around. I'd like to know how that happens. Russell Brand says, I did nothing. They want to demonetize me. They want to squash me because I speak out against big pharma. I speak out against major corporations. I speak out against the major networks, which, in all fairness, he has more of a following, I think, than most of the major networks in the UK. So I believe there's some truth to what Russell Brand is saying. But I believe there's truth in what the victims have said too. Yes, he was manipulative. In the UK, you only have to be 16 years old to give your consent. But if you're 30 years old, why are you messing with a 16-year-old? Really? Now you have daughters. We'll see how that works out for you. How will you feel about that? Again, maybe Russell Brand has changed. But anyway, so that's what's up with Russell Brand. You can catch him on Rumble, and he's asking for support. Not begging for support. People have said he's begging. He's not begging. He's asking for support. If you want to support him, he's still going to talk to you even if you don't support him, but he might need some help. Maybe. Right? So the Danny Masterson thing, we know about that. He's got 30 years of life. And it's not 30 years of life. He's got life. He's eligible for parole in 30 years is what's going on there. Bijou says, nope, I want a divorce. Really? And supposedly they've been separated for 5 years. That's a bunch of shit. So that's all about hiding your assets so that you can hang on to some money there. So when these people come and get your money, you can claim that you don't have any. But that's truthfully not the case. So I think that that's terrible. And Bijou, not that, I really feel sorry for the kid because Bijou comes from her own crap. She has her own darkness. Her own dad has issues. Look her up, Bijou Phillips. You can look up any of this stuff. Growing up in Scientology, check him out. I'm sure you know him if you know anything about Danny Masterson. Then we have these things with the 8 passengers, the mom, and I'm going to call her the girlfriend. Alleged, I'm going to call her that. That's my opinion. I think the 2 of those women, first of all, I think Jody Hildebrandt has got this hang up with sex. I think she is probably gay. I'm gay. I don't mean anything bad by that. This is what happens when you're not allowed to be yourself, in my opinion. And how a mom can allow abuse of any child, let alone their own child, is beyond me. Those women should get what they deserve in jail. The only bad thing about jail is they're going to protect them in jail. But when they get to prison, which they will get to prison, I believe, they're just not going to get a smack on the wrist about this. They're going to go to prison. They're going to get really penalized. You have to stop and say, what's going on with the Mormon Church? There's so much connected with the Mormon Church. We just had issues with other people connected to the Mormon Church. Chad and Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow. Come on, that wasn't that long ago. And who knows what would have happened with these children if that boy didn't escape. You got to check this out. You can check it out anywhere online. 8 Passengers. Check out Mormon Stories, giving you the full-blown whole down of everything as far as the 8 passengers. Well, on top of that, has interviewed the nieces and the sisters. And by the way, I know I'm a little bit scattered here. The sisters of the 8 passengers. How friggin' convenient is that? Let me tell you something. If you feel like somebody is messing with your nieces and your nephews, you call social services. It is hard, but it can be done. I've done it. I've done it when family was involved in stuff. You have to be a voice. They're worried about promoting their channels. And I guarantee you, YouTube's going to keep them on and let them get monetized. I think it's up to people to drop those Frankie sisters. Get them offline. Look at who they are. Listen to what they said. We knew nothing. And then the next breath, we knew, but we couldn't say anything. How do we say that our sister's a horrible person? Very easy. My sister's a horrible person. You rode her coattails. You rode her coattails to have your subscriptions for YouTube. And now, because everything's come out, well, we were going to do something. We were just starting to do something. No, the only person that made phone calls to Child Protective Services was the oldest daughter, Sherry, who has also gone to the hearings. And I hope she gets those kids if she's right in the head. But somebody needs to check out that whole situation there. I don't know what happened to the oldest son. I didn't follow this channel. I think it's a complete disgrace how somebody could behave like that and did so online. That's the worst bit. She took food away from her kids online and everybody watched it, and people called child services on that. People made complaints about that. And nothing was done. Child Family Services needs to get on the ball. They're understaffed. We need to do something about that. How do we do something about that? Complain about it. Act upon it. Vote for the right people. This isn't about politics, though, somewhere online. You know it's going to add up to be because it's all about black and white, red and green, red and purple, red and blue. Everything is always going to be about that, right and wrong. There's some just horrible stuff. Now let's get to like the BS of stuff that's going on. So it seems like Liz and Ed from 90 Day Fiancé might be back together, though in fact they supposedly did get married in Arkansas not long ago in real lifetime. So, but watching them and watching Ed go back in time saying that he was a leprechaun or something like a leprechaun, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that Ed has made any kind of change in his life. I don't see where any of them are making any kind of changes in their life and what's going on there.
90 Day Last Resort is very disappointing. It's so disappointing there.
Sister wives, Cody lost another wife right in front of our faces. Surprise to him. He was believing that maybe he had Janelle in his little pocket. He does not have Janelle in his little pocket.
Or his messed up six-pack.
Janelle has said, I don't think I want to do this right now. Let me back away. And she's gathered her strength, and she's done that. And now Mary, who's going back to where she has the B&B, is going to live her own life there. So there, the polygamist is now monogamous. Exactly what Robin wanted, by the way, because Robin never did anything but caused more havoc into that family. Never brought anything into that family. I don't know what she brought into that family besides children and a debt. And everybody can see it. Cody can live in the little world he wants to live in. On your shit, Cody. You're a grown man. You fell in love with somebody that you absolutely fell in love with. Your soulmate. That's fine. She could be all of that. And that's wonderful. But you can't discredit these other beautiful women. And that's what you're doing. You're making light of who they were in your life to make it easier for you to go on. That sucks. You can't do that. Everybody has an opinion about everything. I just wanted to update you with everything that's going on. There's only a few things. I just wanted to put some news out there.
And some celebrity
See how
BS.
See if you guys want to be informed that quickly about stuff that's going on. And if you do, where to go for more information about it. Because there's some stuff that you really don't care about, right? I mean, isn't there like anything that maybe we don't really care about? So there you go, guys. Anyway, Toddie1Skip, I'm out.